Hey everyone, Brian with Aero Teardrops, and in this video we're going to talk about the propane tanks that are mounted on the front of the Sellwood model. So if you own a Sellwood and you need a little refresher on how everything works up here, that's what this video is going to do. So under this black cover here you have dual 20-pound propane tanks. I'll pull this off for you. This just sits on top. In the middle here is what we call the regulator. This regulator, regulates the flow of propane into the trailer. It's a dual tank system, and this regulator is actually an auto switching regulator. So what that means is when the primary tank runs out of propane or runs low, and the system in the trailer is requiring more propane than the tank can offer, it's going to switch over to this other tank. So what I like to do is have both these tanks on when I'm camping. That just makes sure that the flow of propane is continuing if one tank runs out. So if you see here on the regulator, this is the tank selector. So right now it is selected to draw off of this right-hand tank as the primary tank. And to select the other tank, you can roll the selector to the other side. It's pretty easy to do. Shut-off valve for the tank are right here. Right now the tanks are in the on position, so counterclockwise is on and clockwise closes the bottle. So we're going to leave those on right now. And if you're out of propane in the system, a little red flag is going to pop up in this window here. And right now you can see it back there, but it's not visible in the window. So that'll be an indicator that the system is out of propane. Here behind the tanks and the tank mount is the main shutoff valve for the propane system in the trailer. Right now the system is off because this handle is perpendicular to the pipe, to the propane line. To turn it on, you'll rotate it so that it is in line with the pipe. Now the propane system is active in the trailer. You should still not have a red indicator. If you do end up with a red indicator here and everything is full and on, that means you could have a leak in the system and you'll need to check, make sure that everything is sealed up. And if you're seeing that happen, give us a call and we can see what we can do to support that. So everything is good to go on this system right now. So now I'm going to show you how to turn the tanks off, turn the system off, and then remove a bottle if you need to remove a bottle. So we're going to start by turning the main valve off here in the back so that it's again perpendicular to the flow, to the line. We're going to turn both tanks off. And if you're pulling one tank or the other, you don't necessarily have to turn both tanks off. I'm just doing it in this, to show you that that's how they close. And then these should unscrew. They should be no more than hand tight. And they come off the bottle very easily. And then this wing nut here on the top of the bracket is how you'll remove the tank from the rack here. So you'll unscrew that. This just picks up, and then the bottle will just roll off to the side, and you can remove it from the trailer. Right now it's pretty heavy because it's full. Another indicator that it's out of propane is that the tank will be very light. So one thing you can kind of do to spot check, you can undo the bottles, give them a wiggle. If you feel liquid swishing around in there, then you've got propane. So then you'll put the bottles back on the trailer. You're just going to repeat the process. So there's a round portion of the tank that goes right down in this bracket. Make sure that it's seated in there. And then this bracket lifts up and over the top of the bottle. You can kind of situate them so that they're spaced evenly. Tighten the wing nut down again. And I like to have these on the outside. It helps the propane cover fit a little bit tighter because that tank cover is just on by friction. So that's on there tight. Hose screws on. Again, shouldn't be any tighter than hand tight. And you'll turn the bottle or bottles back on. You can select the tank that you're going to use. So we just say we replace this, it's full. Now we're going to move the selector to the left-hand side, and then you're going to turn the main shutoff valve back to on. And I can also show you that there's some access points here in the cover too. If you're just doing a quick, like, turn the bottles on and off type of deal. So in the cover here, there's these access doors, and you can unscrew them. You can see you can get to the regulator here. And then same with this side. You can get to the tops of each bottle to turn the valves on and off there. And of course, if you have any questions, always feel free to give us a call at the shop or shoot us an email. We're always happy to help sort things out if things aren't working for you. And that's it. Thanks.